Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Running right, this is Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and
1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, 49ers 0. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set. 18. Let's go. 29. 24.
On first down. Watson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
17. Mike, 7 front. Let's go one more. Alert.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 38-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Yo.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Okay, double up. Bang. 20. Here we go.
They run to Devontae Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready? 180. 59. Watch the run. Run, go!
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
I'm coming for you, son. 8. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Express!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
A good run. Got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Freeman. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now it's Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike the 59. Express!
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let him know, let him know. Safe, safe, safe. Check, 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 check. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
I'll plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head.
Here we go.
Bend,
Here we go.
don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Motion, motion, motion.
Here's Hines. They find some open field here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, 65 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Panthers 10, 49ers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Bend. Quick edge. Go, go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look at nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, San Francisco.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
This is it. Mike 10. Mike 10. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, 59. That's all. Alert 3. I say no timeout. SOS. Joker, Joker. Joker, trying to go.
Well, the former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll let this go for the end zone. Scott Miller in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
14, Panthers 13. Will Lutz set
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Panthers take over
Play
first
to
and
win.
10
Let's
at their
go.
own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense, let's go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Mike 10. You. 10's the mic.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Set. 19. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 59.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Gun. Watch the screen. Switch. Jam him.
Throwing again. Newton, man open. It's Goodwin. 8 yards and the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Third and 2.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
From the gun, Newton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 20. 8. 8. Buzz. 80 weapons. Mike 5'9". Mike.
They will go for it. Now Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Newton buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. That is caught. It's Perriman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready? Mike is 59. 59. Hey, that QB's trash.
This is Freeman.
Run.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey. Check 31.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Let's go, boys.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Squeeze, double. Check 50.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2 for even a first down or more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from the 20, and the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Hines. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And cuts out right sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the night. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, here I go.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twist.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 20. He's creeping. Check 26. Check 26. 61. Match box. Right.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Check, check, 59. And the clock now. Coming up to you. Switch.
On 1st down, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Check a set. 180.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
All day, punk.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Ready?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick 6 or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, We're going to play until we have a winner.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch. Watch the eyes. Shift. Shift. 20.
First throw in overtime for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Check.
2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Let's go. Come on.
Freeman again. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
We're going to win it.
And let the celebration begin. In an overtime thriller, they're off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to